here once again, people, and welcome to DRAKOPF, which sounds either like a Russian or a German-based thing. Yeah, it sounds like a really harsh language-based word that I have no idea what it means. And looking on Google, all it does is finds the level itself. So needless to say, I'm not really getting much help there at all. Anyway, this level is actually made in October of 1996, but the second part was really released on October 25th, and so therefore it was really all released together, but the first part was made a couple days earlier on the 19th, apparently, according to the timestamps here. Anyway, what is this level about? Basically, it is a two-parter based mission. It was originally going to be one level, but it ended up being 2 megabytes or 1080 brushes, and he kind of got carried away. So, needless to say, it's really one level kind of split apart into two levels. It's a lot like Electric Sheep, which we recently checked out. The biggest thing to say about this one in particular is that it's only 2 levels, not 3. For that reason, I'm not treating it as its own little separate entity. We've done two-parter ones before, I guess you could say, with like House of Traps and the introduction map for that one. But yeah, basically it seems like if it's 2 maps, we should keep it as part of Secret Shamblers. If it's 3 maps or more, we should have it as its own little thing. I know that's kind of arbitrary. I don't really have like a good way of like ordering it. But yeah, having 3 or more feels kind of like it should be like its own little episodic thing. While 2, it just feels like 2 levels. It feels like just slightly more than 1. Like I said, it's hard to really describe, but there's some big difference, I feel, between 2 and 3. You have to make the cutoff somewhere, and no matter where we put it, it will definitely have that gray area of why do we do it here instead of here. So, yeah, and for really all intents and purposes, 3 or more own series, 2 Secret Shamblers. That's how we're going to work with this forward. And it makes pretty clear sense. I mean, it's already unofficially been set up this way, but this definitely clarifies our stance of what we're doing going forward with all this, I guess you could say. But yeah, this level is known as DRAKOPF. And this is the first part, which seems a bit smaller. It seems like when you separated it, the second part really is the one that's going to be relatively big. This one feels like an introductory part. It's only like 400 kilobytes. So, needless to say, it's not going to be too massive. Anyway, this one is made by Steve Risco of Laserhed Comics. I have no idea what God's name a Laserhed comic is. I would assume that has something to do with Quake. Maybe he like made one of those webcomic series involving Quakes in the 90s. But at this point, I don't think we could even find that series. I have no idea what in God's name Laserhed is. Yeah, it's just kind of one of those comic-based series that I guess for all intents and purposes is probably lost to history. Yeah, that's kind of the problem, is that because so much time has passed, we're talking over 20 years at this point, and headed towards 30, a lot has definitely been lost to history, and this is one of those things. Actually, it says, according to some interview, that he has Laserhed Comics. That doesn't really help me, but he mentions them again. My own Laserhed Comics with Sock Monkey Funkies, Dead Pigs from Outer Space, Bowel Boy, and Roadkill Man. So I'm assuming that all this stuff that doesn't have anything to do with Quake, and thus is kind of pointless to me. Yeah, that's really all he does is like, he does a bunch of comic books. That's really all we need to care about here, I guess. I really ended up putting too much effort into something that really didn't need that. Anyway, Steve Risco actually is kind of a familiar name, and that's because he's the one who made Liquid Despair. So yeah, Liquid Despair wasn't too bad of a level. It definitely, it's one of those levels that kind of was just there, as far as I remember. I don't remember it too strongly, but at the same time, I also don't really hate the mission. I don't think really there was much I thought either way. I definitely remember the final area. I remember that, like, area where you had to, like, go up and around to get into, like, the final bots or whatnot. And, yeah, I remember, like, most of the level involved getting the door open. I remember there was, like, a lot of rotfish, I want to say. Wasn't that the level with, like, a little side area with the fiends and all that? And, like, the first time I did it, I totally missed it because I thought I was supposed to, I was just exploring one way and that the other way would be the way forward. Yeah, I'm assuming that's this level. I can't really remember off the top of my head. Like I said, Liquid Despair is one of those levels that, for some reason, is a bit less memorable. But anyway, this is by Steve Risco. It's a familiar face, somewhat. He's made one level. Anyway, he's also done different stuff with Doom 2, such as Adolf and Skywood. He's done the Demon Sprite replacement, Sock Monkey, and yeah, Quake Level Despair. Liquid Despair, actually, but that's aside the point. Anyway, he also gives credits to the authors of Quest, New One, Paint Shop Pro, and Quake. And therefore, this was made using Quest. Yeah, Quest Beta 1.021 to 1.081. And also he mentioned New One, which also tells you already this is going to have new textures. There's only 2 new textures, he says. One of them is animated. So yeah, it's not fully fledged like a whole fancy thing with new textures, but there are going to be some new textures we haven't seen before, which is always welcoming. It definitely seems like we're hitting a bit of an era whereby you're seeing more custom textures being thrown in levels. So that's always definitely welcoming. I definitely support that one. Yeah, this one, it just says Quake 101 WAD, so I'm not sure if he just, like, imported it or what. But yeah, he didn't really use, like, a custom WAD for this level or anything. Anyway, let's see here. The first part starts out in the mountains leading to the Castle DRAKOPF. It contains a Dopefish-style secret and the usual gang of monsters. So, yeah. That is really all we really care about for the first part. It's basically the introduction to the castle. The second part's like the castle itself. The first part is the entrance to the castle, the mountains, and the way leading up to it. So they're really made to kind of chain together. We'll see definitely how well it is and all that. Anyway, both the levels have deathmatch starts and extra weapons added for deathmatch only. So, needless to say, it's going to have its own differences in deathmatch. We're going to have to cover that on the Wikaya, have its own detailing. There are differences in difficulty settings as well. So, needless to say, this is going to be a very involved level. Expect me to take a bit of time just documenting the first part before I even get to the second part. So, I can't really imagine tackling both levels today. But at least we could get the first part going, and I should be able to get the second part, hopefully in a couple days or so. I'm definitely looking forward to this one. We definitely need more single-player levels, so that is exactly what this is. So let's check it out, I guess. Anyway, build time, about 4 weeks, about 14 hours for QBSP, Lite, Extra, blah, blah, blah. We don't really care much about that. Anyway, he believes he got all bugs. Let him know if you find any. He'd also like a feedback on these levels. Hopefully they're not too negative. DRAKOPF 2 will follow after finishing the first level, so they're connected together. Definitely one leads directly to the other in this set. I only have DRAKOPF 1 installed, so we won't see the second one load up with this. And we're going to start with a shotgun start, as usual, for DRAKOPF 2. As said, this is Secret Shamblers even, so we're really separating each one of these. But anyway, really you can find this on various places, such as FTP, and also on CompuServe, Action Forum. And yeah, that's really all I got to say about that. Anyway, let's actually load the level. That's what we're here for, right? We're here to play levels and shoot stuff in them. So anyway, I have no idea what I'm in for. Hopefully it's a good level. I definitely am liking the ever-increasing thing of single-player levels. And seeing something that connects to something else is rather nice. I definitely like that. Hopefully it isn't a terrible level. Yeah, that's really the fearful thing. He said something about Dopefish-style secret, so we gotta be looking for that. That is the big one to be looking for, is some sort of, like, nod to something else, maybe? I don't know what he means by the Dopefish-style secret. That's kind of a weird thing to have. Is he going to be, like, referencing some old-school game? Is it going to be a nod to himself? or I don't know what I'm even going to be looking for. So, needless to say, I'm going to have to look around and let's play detective, and probably go insane trying to find it. So, let's load this thing up, get ready, and, all I see is blackness. I'm in a world filled with blackness. Maybe I should look around. No, it's all blackness. What in God's name is this? Okay, that was weird. I apparently was like looking at the walls. I don't know. Where in God's name was I? Okay, now when I look, I'm looking straight ahead. That's weird. Why when I started at the mission last time was I looking at like pitch blackness? I was like looking at the ground or up above. I don't even know where I was looking. No, I couldn't have been looking at the back wall. The back wall has a flickering light. Also, I can't hit the wall, which is interesting. Maybe it's just gonna be like a trap or something. I can't like hit it. This is weird. What the? You found the secret! The Laserhed lives! What's the Laserhed? What in God's name is the Laserhed? What is this? I don't know what the Laserhed is, people, but we found the secret in like 2 seconds after playing the level. Wow, that was quick. I did not expect in the first few seconds of playing to see this thing. I don't even know what the Laserhed is. Is it anything? I think maybe it has something to do with his comic. You know, actually, wait a minute. They say he did Laserhed comics. Yeah, I think this might be his comic guy. Never heard of it before. I don't think we'll ever figure out. But yeah, you want to see Laserhed lives? There he is. He shoots himself in the head with a laser gun. That doesn't sound really practical. So, there's this secret. We need one more secret, though. Wow, I did not believe in the first few seconds of gameplay I'd find the Dopefish secret. I feel accomplished, people. This is definitely a highlight of this entire series. Anyway, we have 14 enemies to kill. We also have to find that second secret. Let's go looking around and figure out where in Soviet Russia these are. Because I'm going to be assuming this is in Soviet Russia. Because that name sounds extremely Russian, people. DRAKOPF. So yeah, we're wandering around either Russia or some concentration camp in Germany. Either way, it's a dystopian empire, and I don't really think this is a good place to be. Let's see here. Let's gather this quad damage and go on a killing spree. Okay, we got quad damage. We got lots of guns. Okay, open. I'll just jib you. I'll jib you. And jib you. That way now, we're already starting off at the right foot. Quick, down here. There's some more stuff to kill. We have lots of things to kill. Yeah, I got too anxious to try and kill everything, and so I ended up having a bad day. But oh well. That was expected to happen. This level is so short that it's not really that big of a deal. I mean, it's not like we have to spend a lot of time playing the level again. And I'm trying to, like I said, try and kill everything as much as possible. The more stuff I kill with the quad damage, the less I'll have to kill later. So yeah, there's a fiend down there or something. Okay, where's the fiend at? There we are. Killed the fiend. And half the enemies on the map are already killed. Okay. That's much, much better. Now I'm definitely ready for whatever. Okay, so you can hit this wall and you can get back in and out, obviously. Interesting to see 15 healths. You never see 15 healths in these levels. I swear everyone just uses like a 25 health and calls it a day. It's always nice to see a 15 health just for the variety. Just because they're different. Okay, let's see. What's on this rock facing up here? This is like a little area to explore. For a minute, I was suspicious. I see a green armor. That's interesting. You find yourself looking at a green armor. The green armor winks at you. It seems to suggest weird satanic things. What the? I seem to have hit a teleporter too. Interesting. But yeah, you can actually land on these and like collect different stuff. Weird. But there we are. There we are. I got a nail gun. I got armor. I'm ready to deal with something. Let's kill Larry. Larry, the angry Death Knight. Okay, there's an ogre behind me, it sounds like, and there's Death Knights in front of me. Kill him! Kill him with fire! Okay, Death Knight out of the way. Now I can really focus on this knight, because apparently he didn't want to leave me alone! Where did the ogre go? There's an ogre somewhere. Okay, ogre dead. We can get a little health over here. Always good to heal up. This looks like we're heading towards that castle entrance. But we still don't have the second secret. And that's what's going to drive me crazy, isn't it? I have one secret. Where's the second one? I mean, we found the dopefish secret thing. But there's a second secret somewhere. Quick, under here. We can get some more health. And goodies. Where's that Death Knight? Looks like there's a silver key up there. Probably that door was locked. We'll have to go check. But yeah, it looks like the door was locked. And you have to get the key. You have to get the key to get inside. Okay, and there seems to be a teleporter above my head or something. Like, that's where you land on so you could, like, get back to the top for whatever reason. So yeah, let's see here. Is this like a silver door? Yes, it is. You need the silver key. We know where the silver key is. Let's go get it, I guess. Gotta go grab that pointless key because, you know, that someone is an idiot and locked the door again on me. Every time I try and do something, someone else has to be stupid and lock the door on me. Okay, so that's all the enemies on the map. Obviously, behind that door is going to be the way forward. Maybe. I can't see what I'm doing half the time. I feel like this map is really dark in a lot of corners. Okay, so you climb up here, and then you drop down, and you can get the silver key. Okay, that makes sense. And then you can get through the final area and get to the edge of the level, obviously. But there's one problem. I only have 1 or 2 secrets. That's a problem. Let's see, So, this is the exit. You can obviously see that ways lead into an exit. I could jump up here. Like, if I jump up this little platform, I could get up here. That isn't a secret, though. Wait, red armor. How does one get up to the red armor? Maybe you do, like, a ramp run? So you, like... That didn't work at all. But yeah, it looks like that might be the second secret. You want to, like, run towards it, then jump off to the side. And you, like, have to, like, bump off the wall without, like... There we are, see? That's all you do. And that's... You found the secret way. I'm assuming that's how you get up here. After all, that was a legit way to get up here, people. But yeah, all you have to do is, like, do a ramp run. It's kind of funky. But by this point in the playthrough, I've done a lot of different ramp runs. So it's not too abnormal of a thing to do. Oh, wait. There was a teleporter. That would make life a lot simpler. Yeah, all you have to do is go into the dark patch over here. There's an invisible teleporter. It leads to the area with the red armor. So that's the proper way to get up here. I overcomplicated it as usual, but at least we found it. We found the red armor. The red armor that's going to serve me absolutely no purpose in this playthrough. But it's a red armor, and I found all the secrets. So yay! Into the exit we go. And as we get to the castle. Oh wait, we got a message at the end. Sadly, I didn't get to see it. Probably was like, this is the exit or something. I don't know. Who in God's name knows? And this, of course, will lead to DRAKOPF 2. Which I don't have, obviously. For the time being. Next time around, we'll be playing DRAKOPF 2. As said, this really was just a small introductory level. It's not really having much to it. It's really almost one room. You collect the key, you get through the door, and that's pretty much it. Really, the only thing dragging out this level was, in fact, the secrets. So, yeah, at least we got to see some little secrets, stuff like that. But overall, this really was just an introductory level for the real deal, which will happen next time. So, anyway, thank you for watching. It's been an adventure, and I shall be seeing you all, well, next time. In Soviet Russia, Part 2. Electric Boogaloo.